My name is Delaney Ronan and welcome to this presentation for XNB382 Principles of Exercise Prescription. This presentation will demonstrate the use of a client practitioner consultation that replicates real-world circumstances. The use of initial consultation notes will detail the client's past and present exercise and medical histories and the goals they have established. The client's suitability for exercise will be determined through the use of pre-exercise screening tools. The needs analysis will highlight the physical and physiological attributes that will require attention, and finally I will discuss an appropriate action plan for the client to achieve their goals. My client is a 20-year-old female who is 166 centimeters in height and 64 kilograms in weight. She has a BMI of 23 with a normal blood pressure of 79 and 120. Pre-exercise screening tools are used to assess a client's current physical state and determine any potential risk factors that may affect their ability to perform physical activity. 4 pre-exercise tests were used to ensure a comprehensive and reliable selection of past medical history, current lifestyle, and physical activity information. My client answered no to all 7 questions in Stage 1 of the ESSA screening tool. She also presented -1 risk factors for Stage 2 and 0 risk factors for Stage 3, indicating she was a low-risk client. On the Fantastic Lifestyle checklist, my client was classified as excellent with a score of 87. The PAR-Q screening tool indicated no risk factors present, as the client answered no to all 7 questions, as well as being classified as a low-risk client for cardiovascular disease following the ACSM's risk stratification. From the initial consult, it was determined the client has no history of medical conditions and presented with no muscle, bone, or joint issues. The client is also not currently taking any medications. She outlined that she participates in 2 60-minute netball training sessions, which consist mostly of drills and game situations, along with 2 30-minute resistance training sessions and 1 netball game per week. It is also important to note that the client is a full-time university student attending 4 days per week and also works 10 hours reception per week. The client outlined a number of goals that were predominantly aimed at improving aspects of her netball performance. 3 practitioner goals were outlined to help assist with the client's goals. Firstly, the client will need to improve her cardiovascular and muscular endurance along with her increased flexibility to help with the high physical demands of a netball game. Behaviour goals will include sustained improvement of physical activity, as well as monitoring her energy intake and expenditure in relation to body composition, which will have an impact on her game results as well as her post-exercise recovery. Finally, the client will work to improve her speed, agility, and power, which will ultimately affect her netball performance. Following interpretation of the client's goals, a needs analysis is required for the specific sport and netball which the client is partaking in. To succeed in netball, a player must exhibit numerous physiological and physical characteristics. Muscular and cardiovascular endurance are important for ensuring a player can recover quickly between plays and limits fatigue throughout the game. High levels of speed and agility are important for moving around the court in short bursts and in all directions. Flexibility and stability play a role in injury prevention due to the high impact nature of the sport. Upper body power is also required for passing the ball and lower body power for jumping. Physically, netball players will display a lean body composition with a low body fat percentage, which is beneficial for improving their agility and speed around the court. The high power-weight ratio is also important for netball performance. Continuing on from this needs analysis, the client has consented to performing fitness assessments. In our next session, she will perform a number of tests that will identify her current fitness levels as well as her body composition. Anthropometric measurements, including weight, skin fold, and girth, will be done to determine body composition. The client will also be required to perform the step test, the bench press test, the vertical jump test, the 505 agility test, 20-meter sprints, and the sit and reach test. Once these tests are completed, areas that will require more concentration and attention can be identified for incorporation in her program. In summary, my client scheduled a consultation in order to commence a training program that will help to further improve her netball performance. She was already performing at a good level of physical activity, and following performing the successful pre-exercise screen, I developed a needs analysis relative to her goals. In the following consult, she will perform tests that will give an indication of her current physical and physiological status, and from here, a suitable exercise program can be developed. Thank you.